Over the last 14 months, I analyzed 1,000 winning video ads that stayed live more than 30 days in 7, 8, and 9-figure Meta ad accounts. These are the ads top brands scale for months or sometimes even years. If you're new here, I'm Aazar. I help health, education, tech, and D2C brands scale profitably with psychology winning ads and applying creative testing framework that can help you find consistently winning ads. Over the last few months, I tried to analyze what makes an ad stay alive for a very long time. What gives it legs? How can I copy these ads element to apply in my ads to find winning ads consistently and help me scale at the same time? So I broke down each of these into hooks, structure, psychology, and what other elements I can copy to make my ads winning as well. And in this video, I'll answer 9 questions that I kept running into, like positive hooks work better or negative hooks work better? Statement hooks versus question hooks. What are the most impactful words I can use in my hooks to actually make people stop the scroll? Do visual heads work better or talking heads? And so on. I made this ad using all the 9 principles that I'm about to reveal in this video, and I got the best result. As you can see here, I was able to scale this ad account very successfully because of this ad. And not only that, I now use these elements in all my videos, so I know that it has all the winning components, so at least I have 80% probability of winning when I'm launching any ad. If you're serious about performance creative and really nailing how to make video ads, this video will save you thousands of hours of testing. And the best part, I've made a swipe file out of it, so I'm gonna share them in the description below that you can see these ads yourself and learn faster, so that you can also apply all these principles from these winning ads. So take advantage of my hard work. Okay, so let's look into the first question. Do negative hooks perform better than the positive one? What I really wanted to know was that a lot of brands come to me and say, we don't want to use negativity in our hook because it's too negative and it doesn't follow our brand. We want to use just positive hook. So I went into analyze, okay, do positive hook get people's attention or negative hook? And what I found out was that negative hook make people really stop the scroll, especially those are the elements in the winning video ads. So as you can see, the words here, warning, don't, stop, suck, sick, wrong, all these negative words in the hook, verbal hook, or in the text layover works really well. The positive hooks, so there are only 9% of it. So the key thing is, like, when you're making the hook, you have to think about how you make people stop. So you use the negative principle to say what is wrong with their life and bring them back to what could they be better if you used our solution. So I think the reason why it works really well is that you talk about something negative and you give a solution as a positive, and that's why it works really well. That's just what I have found out. I can show you an example so you can understand what I mean. So in this video, for example, it says
why you should never trust a regular scale after 50 and do this instead.
Why scale fail after 50, why you should never trust a regular scale after 50. So that's an example that tells you that, like, the word fail is there, it's a negative hook, right? And it's also opens a curiosity loop by saying why. But anyway, if the word fail is the most important thing, which starts with negative, is a positive hook. So just to give you some comparison.
I feel better, I have more energy, my libido.
I feel better, I have more energy. You have both examples here, and you can decide which one is actually you're gonna stop the scroll. I'm gonna stop at the negative because it's telling me something is wrong and I need to fix it. So when you're making the hooks, focus on the negative hooks more and try to focus on how you can turn that negative into positive through your solution. So that's the key learning number 1. And it was not surprising, but kind of surprising, especially when I shared this research with my brands. Should you start your hook with a question or a statement? It's a minute different, but it changes a lot of things. So for example, when I'm making a hook, it's very easy to start with a question because, like, are you X? Do you want Y? That's like the main thing. But what I found out is that 82% of the videos that I analyze have a statement instead of a question, because sometimes question work, 18% of the time they were working, but most of the time strong statement work really well, which means that people want to be told what is wrong with them or what they have to do with this information as soon as they consume it. So questions actually make them have a little bit of more cognitive load in the brain that they have to answer it. Statement do not have to make them think. It's just, okay, this is what this guy is getting. So, like, probably my hunch is that the reason why statements as hooks work really bad because it's a claim that you're making and the other person is clearly interested in that claim. That's why I think this statement versus question work really well. Let me give you an example so you can understand a little bit better. So let's start with the question one first. Feeling off lately. That's the question. Feeling off lately, right? That's a question statement. This ad also ran for 77 days, as you can see in Atria. It's just showing you the music and telling you what's wrong and then how to fix that. Here, it's the same testosterone kind of ad, but now you can see here.
Something that was part of me was missing.
Something that was part of me was missing. This one hook that makes me really think what was missing. It opens a curiosity loop. There's a statement this guy is saying that makes me lean into the video more. That just like my short sense of when I'm making a hook. I usually make both hooks, but I feel like statement would work better, and that's what the research told me as well. And all the winning ads have it. So all in all, start with a strong statement. Start with a claim if possible, if you want your ad to be winning. The third one is like, I read a book somewhere like you should use powerful words to actually get people's attention. And I was like, okay, that is the marketing playbook. What is the video ads playbook? What words I need to use in my video? So I actually analyze all the videos. I analyze roughly like 10,000 words to figure out what is the powerful words people are using in their ads. And what I found out was that the impactful words, so it's not a percentage, but like what words they're using. For example, the negative power words. So stop, don't, hate, suck, sick, bored, warning, wrong, suffering, quit. All these negative words, power words people are using. There are curiosity words as well, such as secrets, did you know, I used to, changed, love, obsessed. Most people use it, obsessed. So like those words were people were using in their hook as well, and as well as text overlay. And the last thing is action words. If you are X, do this. As an X, I was able to get this. Want to, looking for, get rid of, do you wish I would have found this sooner. The interesting part is like if you use these impactful, powerful words, what will happen is that your hook will be stronger. So it's a simple framework. If you use these words, you will get more attention. So let's look at an example for this. Here's one example where you can see it's already in the text overlay. Stop trying to sound professional with your content.
Stop trying to sound so professional with your content.
The word stop is there, and she's saying in the first in her text overlay and the verbal hook as well. Here's another example. This is a really good one.
My life used to be trash.
Again, a negative word. This is really important, and also he shows the trash in there as well. And this is the last one.
This is what worked when nothing else did.
This is what worked when nothing else did. Worked, positive, nothing, negative. These are both words in this hook as well, and it worked really well for us. Short answer for you is like use powerful words and make sure that like you have those power word list always when you're making hooks. Probably if you're using AI, give it to ChatGPT as well. But this was a research that I found out, and always use this impactful, powerful words in your hooks. So the next question was, what works better, visual hooks or talking heads? Visual hook is something more than just somebody's talking on the camera like I'm talking here. It's more about showing what's going on in the scene, and talking head is like somebody speaking to the camera. And what I found out that this is the key element that I have really implemented in all my ads whenever I think about it is visual hooks. So when you show a story in the first frame, right? In the first frame, you show a story and you talk about what's going on in this video. Before even the person utters a word, you will pay attention to it because you say, what's the story behind it? I want to pay attention to it versus talking head. So the difference was 86 to 14%. Whenever you think about your video ads, you have to think about what is a visual hook that is in there that I can actually get people attention to and then explain my story. So here's an example for you.
I used to think getting sleep like this every night was impossible.
So for the first 3 seconds, we are still at the hook, right? So I used to think that getting sleep like this every night was impossible. And they are showing a blend that is in a cup, right? And that's the visual hook they are trying to show. They're not talking about sleep. They're not talking about anything. They're just showing the product in the first visual. And that's a visual hook. The other one is this one.
Your gut is like almost like a second brain in your body.
Your gut is almost like a second brain in your body. And that is somebody just speaking to the camera. There's not much going on behind the scenes. They're directly talking to you. This ad has run for a very long time, actually 251 days. So like talking heads, don't take me wrong, but also work. But what I found out on the winning ads was that 86% of the time visual hooks work way better because you pay attention to it. And I think the reason why this video also worked really well was because of the fact that she's an influencer. So influencers can get rid of the visual problem because they are influencers. But if you don't have influencers and you want to make your ads a slightly more probability of chance of winning, use visual hooks. So you know how the marketers say show, don't tell? This is that element actually. Okay, let's go next. So then I try to analyze what types of hooks or videos do really well on the Meta ad account for these 7, 8, 9-figure brands. Like, what is the most important element in the winning video ad, and what can I use more often to make sure that like my videos are winning? There are a lot of different ways of saying the same thing: funny, desirability, problem solution. Here's what I found out with the problem solution ads was the winner out of all, and you can see problem solution and funny ads have the most of the percentage. 47% of the winning ads have problem solution framework. Like if you have no other frameworks, use problem solution framework to hook people in and also tell the solution. You can also be very funny. People want to be entertained. So 33% of the winning video ads have something funny with it, which was very interesting. And again, it could be more related to the visual part. The third one is desire based. Speak to desire instead of the problem. And some desire products do usually have that. And curiosity, which is basically 10% of the winning ads usually win, is because of you have said something in the video that you have to watch further to actually know what's going on. So let me give you an example of each so you can understand. So this is a funny ad because in the first frame you already see there's a kid. It's all done by AI, and you can see what it says.
I work for Big Diaper, and we've got a huge problem.
I work for Big Diapers. We've got a huge problem. It's a funny ad. You see it already. Kid has written Big Diaper in it. So it's funny. You want to watch this because it's entertaining. Let's go to the next one. This is symptoms of perimenopause you might not know about. Very simple video, and it's talking about the problems, and then it gives the solution at demystify menopause with the pause live, and then it talks about solution as well. So short answers like problem solution. Most of the ads are like this in the ad account. This is more of desirability, where you like want to get something. So this is an amazing video to watch.
This is how I got 1 million followers in
This is how I got 1 million followers in 4 months, which is like talking about a specific desire framework and then attaching timeline to it. Works like a charm if your product actually has those desirability elements in it. So this is the other 10%, and then the last one is a curiosity one, and you watch the video because you want to know what's going on the next.
I just shipped my saliva to a stranger online.
I just shipped my saliva to a stranger online. This just tells you like, okay, why did she sell the saliva? So it's more curiosity. I really want to know what she's going to tell me next. So this is curiosity based hooks and a video that you can actually watch further. In short, if you want to go with like without fail, go after problem solution ad that works really well. And problem solution ad actually gives you this huge element of like, hey, this person is directly speaking to my problem, and it's more relatable as well. But you can also try other type of winning ads. But that was the key learning from all those winning ads. Okay, this is really important. Should your hooks be universally understood? When you try to make ads, the number one principle that I've learned is that you have to make your ads in a way simpler for everybody to understand. You don't have to make a smart ad. You have to make a simple ad that everybody can understand, like lower than 5 grade level understanding, right? And so what I found out was that 67% of winning ads have universally understood hooks, which means that people can understand what's going in the video without even anybody word speaking. There is a Mr. Beast video. You can see it here. And this is the most viral video on Instagram. And the reason why this video is the most viral video on Instagram, according to Mr. Beast, is because Mr. Beast said like he did not speak any words in it. He's running with money, and he's just taking more and more money, and that's basically it. So everybody understand it. That's a universally understood hook. To put it in terms of ads perspective, let me give you an example so you can understand. So I'm just gonna show you the hook, not the whole video.
I'm never going back to regular cereal.
So she is taking the cereal and putting it in her mouth, and she's dropping them. Everybody understand that this is a mistake, and they want to stop and they want to look at the video to further understand. Whatever she's saying in the video, it doesn't matter. What matters is what she's showing in the video, and that's a universally understood hook. What's a not so universally understood hook? Let's look at that. So this is another brand. The ad ran for a very long time.
I just found my favorite way to get my protein in, and I have to put you on. Magic Spoon just sent me this.
So she's not using cap subtitles. There's no text layover, and she's just talking to you. So English is like, for example, the most popular language, but still like most of the world still does not speak English. So this video, whoever understood English will watch it. And then the demographic is in there and all those things, but like it takes a while to really get it. And the video itself qualifies for a certain audience. Here's another one which does not have universally understood hook. So you have to read it. So there's a pregnant woman, there's something going on. You really don't know what's going on. Is it a pregnant woman or is it a product solution? Finally, pregnancy safe, sleep supporting magnesium. So it's talking to a specific audience again. It's easier to understand the previous one, but this one is still like, you don't know what's going on in the video. So that's what I mean by universally understood hook. So pre-learning, try creating a video in your first frame at least with a visual hook or universally understood hook that everybody understands, so that everybody pays attention. So you qualify them and then slowly explain your story. So you will have a higher chance of winning ad. So that's about it. I did some other analysis as well, just to give you some rough idea. There is like what kind of hooks are winning. So what kind, like if you say something or you just show your voiceover, which one works? So the one when you say in the video with the visual works way better than just voiceover. Then I saw that smart call out. So like you have to say like calling out a behavior, not a personality. I saw that 87% of no direct call out. So most of the videos, when I try to find out, do you have to qualify in your audience? Apparently most of the, at least those 7, 8, 9 figure brands did not have a qualifying audience. For lead gen, it works really well. You have to call out an audience, but for direct to consumer, if you're just calling out a behavior or something relatable, it already gets your attention. So try to figure out that. I still see when I was doing analysis, like UGC still dominates. Everybody's still using UGC. So UGC is not that. 95% of the brands are still using UGC. And the last one is actually very interesting. Should you personalize your hook or not? What does that mean? It means that when you start with a story with I instead of you, should you say I or should you say you? In the winning ad video research, I figured out that 88% were using I. So why would you start with you? Start with I, because you're telling a story and people love storytelling. Here's an example of it.
I used to live in a cloud of smoke 24/7.
I used to live in a cloud of smoke 24/7. So it's telling her own story. And this is the one where we are not using personalization. It's using you.
How often
Can you pass this quiz? So just using I versus you, I found out I ads are winning more. So when you're running winning video ads, you have to use I, tell a story. People love storytelling, so why would you not tell a story? And so that's the key learning from it. I want to show you an ad that I created based on these winning ads. And this is really important. I applied all those principles to it. So this is the ad that I created. So first of all was like the text low versus point of view when you have low T. So it's qualifying an audience with the low T, but the negative hook is there. And then there's a visual hook on top of it that I learned and I applied. Otherwise I would have just done the talking head video. And he's like suffering, right? And so showing that suffering is really important. And he's doing some cold therapy. It feels like he's in the water. And so people want to know what's going on.
This is cold.
And his acting is actually good.
Whoa, what are you doing? Are you okay?
I'm 40 and I think I have low testosterone. I've been feeling low energy lately, muscle weakness, and no motivation to initiate intimacy with my partner. It's kind of ruining my life. I googled how to...
So like it's telling the story. It's all about I with personalization. It has a visual hook. It has a verbal hook. It has a text overlay. It's using the word low T, which is the key word that I want to talk about. It has a powerful wording in it, like the negative hook is low. So all those things are there in the winning visual hook, that it is qualifies as a winning video. And then he talks about his own storytelling, and because it's a skit video,
40 and I think I have low testosterone. I've been feeling low energy lately, muscle weakness, and
talking about all the problems they have. It's a problem solution ad. As I told you, problem solution ads work really well. So that's there as well.
No motivation to initiate intimacy with my partner. It's kind of ruining my life.
And then it all talks about a solution as well at the here.
Personalized evidence-based hormone therapy. It's guided by lab results and tailored to your unique health needs. They're bioidentical formulations.
So like it's a very long video. Like I applied all those principles in this ad to get people's attention, and it worked really well. So here's a summary for you in 3 pointers that you can take away from this video. Use negative hooks and start with the statement, not question. Second, focus on problem or humor ads if you want higher chances of winning. And the third thing is add a visual hook in your video. And these 3 things will already help you to find a winning ad and winning hook that you can actually go and improve the performance on top of it. That's all from my side. Simple things, just apply, and I hope you found this video useful. So that was the breakdown. 1,000+ winning video ads, 9 questions answered, the exact creative patterns that you can steal for your own ads. Now, here's the most important part most marketers overlook: the execution of it. Knowing these patterns is great, but turning them into high performing creatives, that's what my team does. So if you want help scaling your ads with psychology led creatives and these type of creative patterns that we learned from the videos, scan this QR code or check the link in the description. You can book a call with me. We're happy to run those ads for you and create those ads for you. And if you have any questions, comment below. I'll reply all of them. Until then, see you in the next video.